Today, I'm going to show you an easy way to get real estate leads if you're a mortgage broker or a real estate agent, all for free from Zillow and Marketplace. And it's something that I used to do for years manually, but now I've developed a tool called Relister that allows me to do it in seconds. And basically, what we're doing is we're just taking listings that are on Zillow and automatically posting them on Marketplace. And we're attracting a lot of buyers, but a lot of those buyers also have homes that they need to sell. So sometimes we can get a double client there. Or if you're like me, I'm a licensed agent and mortgage broker. Sometimes you can get the loan side and the listing side or represent the buyer. And so you can make money double ways doing that. So let me just show you how the tool works and then I'll walk you through how to get set up. So all we do is we go to Zillow and we find either one of our own listings or somebody from our office, or what I like to do is just reach out to agents that have listings that have been on the market for say 90 plus days and say, hey, your property has been on the market for over 90 days. Would you mind if I market it on Facebook Marketplace to attract a buyer? Hopefully I can bring you somebody great that's qualified to make an offer on the property. And a majority of the time, if I do get a response, it's positive. They say, sure, go ahead. Or sometimes I get agents that have a bunch of listings or they're a team leader or something, and they'll say, yes, market all of our properties. We don't care. We just want to bring buyers to the table. So what we do, say this is one of our listings here, is let me just find one here. Let me do Houston, Texas. And let's say this is the property, that's our listing. All we're going to do is when we have this tool installed, this green button will pop up on every Zillow listing, and you just tap this thing, and then you can see I'm not touching anything. It's going to pull in the description, the pictures, the bedroom bathroom count, the price, all of that stuff, pull it over to Facebook Marketplace and set up the entire post for me to post on there. And I don't have to do anything other than just oversee it and make sure that it's saying all the correct information. Every now and then I have to just click a couple pictures and move them around a little bit if I like the order a little bit different way. And then just make sure it has the right address, and then we're good. And we can do 5 to 10 of these a day, which is bringing in a ton of leads. Now, this used to take me like 5, 10, 15 minutes to do because I had to download all the pictures. I had to copy the property description and all that stuff and paste it over here. So it's kind of like going back and forth to all these screens. Now it's doing all of this for me. And in a second, we'll see this green notification pop up that says it's done. We just scroll down and we select the address here. And then one little thing, you'll see this 311111, all that. And then down here, if we scroll a little further, it says license number 12345. When we have this tool installed, we can do what's called a custom header and custom footer. This is something that you can put on every single listing. Once you save it here, then every time you do this, it's going to save that information at the top and bottom. So some states require that you have your license number, or you might want a certain call to action, like call our office to see this property, or this property is eligible for no money down, or whatever. You can do that on that custom header right there. So we just scroll through. One other thing to notice is that down here has listing courtesy of, and it has the actual listing agent. So we can confidently tell them, hey, I'm going to make sure that it's clear that you are the listing agent. I'm just marketing it to try to bring a great buyer. So all we do is scroll through here. We'll look at the pictures one more time just to make sure all that looks good. We could probably take the agent picture off of here. And other than that, we'll hit next. And then I like to join the local buy-sell trade groups because I find I get a lot more traction in there. So I'll just say, if we see some in Houston, like Houston Classifieds. Here's one in Katy, which is right outside Houston. Humble. And we'll just do 1 or 2 more here. Katy Garage Sale. And we'll do these 2. All right, then we just hit publish, and then we can go back to Zillow and do this again. So I'm just going to wait for this to load. Usually takes a couple minutes for it to actually process. Once it's submitted to Facebook, you'll see it says that it is being reviewed, and then we just go back to Zillow, refresh the screen, and then we're going to say this one is our next one. Okay, the green button will pop up. We tap it. We don't touch anything. We sip our coffee. Let me get a sip of my coffee here just so you can see. And all that is going to bring in the pictures and the description and all that stuff. Okay, now all the pictures have loaded, and we'll scroll down and just double check the address. Every now and then we got to click out here and then click back in because that needs to select the right one. There we go, Huffman, Texas. Sometimes these newer properties too don't have the address showing up there, but either way, we'll just hit next. We'll select a couple of these just to show you. Hit publish, and then we do this over and over and over again. One other cool thing to show you before we wrap up, once this publishes here, is if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see this renew listing button. So what we can do is we build up a stable of all these properties here, and then we don't even have to use the Zillow method. We can just go through, make sure the property is still available and that that is the price. Sometimes there's price reductions and stuff. And then you just hit renew, and then it'll automatically go and post all those as a fresh listing on Marketplace. So you get like 20, 30 of these built up, and you can just tap, 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 tap through these, and you'll start getting all kinds of messages. Is this available? Can I see it? What can I do? If you're a mortgage broker like me, then you can get them pre-qualified first, and then go out and do showings. Or what I do, I don't even show properties anymore. I don't list properties. I just like to get people pre-qualified, and then I refer them over to a great agent that's going to do an amazing job showing them all the properties or listing their home, and then I just get a standard referral fee, and I can do this over and over and over again from wherever I am. So if you like all of that, there'll be a link down below to a free trial that's going to be for a limited time. So if you're watching this sometime in the future, free trials might not be available anymore, but there'll be a link down below. It's $37 a month right now. Price may be going up at some point, but just give it a shot. Give it a few rounds of doing this, see if you like it. If you do, then keep using it. If you don't, just ask to cancel and you won't have to pay anything. So with that, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.